Sex, lies, and covert operations. The Office goes full spy drama in The Cover-Up. Welcome to The Office Field Guide. I'm Chris, and I'm reviewing every episode of The Office ever here on my channel. So, why don't you hit subscribe if you want? We've got a lot to talk about today with The Cover-Up. And if you haven't watched this episode lately, and you're just going off memory, maybe go watch it if you have access to the episode wherever you're at.
Just be patient.
With that, let's go.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
I understand nothing.
I can't get on a stationary bike without this bit resonating in my head.
If they catch us, they will rape us.
It makes no sense. It seems completely out of character for him. It just seems like it's here as an end tag to delight us. And it does.
You're barely alive.
I'm not sure why I started at the end of this episode. It just kind of flowed from where I was at. Anyway, I loved this episode way more than I remembered. Like I talked about a few weeks ago, we're at the established point in this series in which the writers are just throwing new situations at our characters, and today's vibe is an investigation episode.
You might not like what I find. Okay. And you might not like how I find it.
And that all starts with a cold opening. Then the A plot revolves around Michael grappling with whether or not his lady friend is cheating on him, and the B plot follows Daryl pranking Andy about Saber covering up printer danger. This one was written by the writing duo of Gene Stupnitsky and Lee Eisenberg, and that kind of tracks as they seem to really thrive on writing stories that turn situations upside down and hinge comedy on the nuance of cringeful interactions. So for example, if Daryl's pranking Andy into overthinking the Saber interaction, then boom, Uno reverse.
I don't want to prank anymore. Things get real.
Or what if Michael's wrestling with a question of, is Donna cheating on him? But Uno reverse.
It's you. I'm married.
I'm the mistress.
Is that how you play Uno? I don't really know. I don't play board games. Did you guys know that there's an Office version of Uno, by the way? I've never played it, but I do have these Dunder cards on Etsy.
The Dunder Code.
And it's, in my opinion, way better than the Know Your Office meme game. There's a lot of card-based Office games. I was just wondering, can we get an Office version of Munchkin yet? By the way, I know I don't like board games. If you're keeping track at home, I don't like board games, I don't like anime, I don't like bagels, and I don't like pickles. But this is the one party game that I can get behind.
That's what she said.
Oh, and that reminds me, I haven't mentioned this lately. Go check out Culturefly's Office Box. They have so many great products that they assemble and they ship directly to your house.
I watch you when you sleep.
They're creative, and some are based on references that are such deep cuts. And Culturefly has been quite the friend of the channel. So if you use the link in the description below, you'll be supporting the channel in the process of getting some awesome Office stuff.
Wow, this is my lucky day.
Oh, and you'll get a discount if you use Wolverine at discount.
Like $40 or a docky or something? No.
All right, so I'm trying to skate around some stuff that I'm going to hit during the deeper meaning. So I just have a few little things I want to get to here and there, starting with this clip.
There's no way that you guys have any almond butter, right? I would even settle for apricot preserve.
I think the joke here is intended to make us think that Gabe is bougie.
An hour-long shot of a squirrel with diarrhea. Expanded to be the size of the universe.
I can't even do that.
But almond butter and some flaky sea salt on your toast, honestly try it. If you haven't, it's so good.
God.
But I think they seal the deal with how Gabe then eats that toast.
Weird IT nerd. 10-point powers word.
That's him.
All right, and so for me, a dude who wears one piece of jewelry that I bought
Zales, Ricky's, earrings, Fancy Girl, Platinum Cat. Where?
on Amazon for $12.
Show them some of your bling.
Are you sure that's not the gate year?
This conversation is exactly why I don't gift jewelry to my wife.
Wait, sorry, you like heart-shaped jewelry though, right?
No. Except for the pendant that you bought me, which I love.
I buy whatever I can reasonably afford, but nah, I ain't doing it. Oh, and I noticed Meredith's reading from Men's Health magazine, by the way.
Meredith, you've slept with so many guys, you're starting to look like one. Boom, roasted.
And speaking of studs,
The only logical way to find out if Donna is a cheater is to seduce her, bring her to orgasm, then call Michael and tell him the sad news.
You're dead, you're dead, you're dead!
Donna, come.
And at what point do you guys think that the Shroots consider an activity to be cheating on someone? Like, is it cheating if...
Tractor pull.
You know what? I don't know. I'm going to get into the implications of that later in the video, so let's bring this all together with the deeper meaning.
What does a bean mean?
Someone please explain it to Cat.
Do not let your imagination run amok.
This episode is fun, and there's a ton of incognito spy stuff, starting with the Morse code.
Stop it.
Which, from what I've been reading up on, this is just a bunch of gibberish. There seems to be some people on the internet who've concluded that Pam is signaling he, see, it.
Why waste time? Say lot word when few word do trick.
Which people have then translated to, that's what she said. That seems like a stretch.
That's what she said.
If you know Morse code, I guess leave a comment. If it sounds fancy, I guess I'll pin it. I'll have no way to know.
Features that are a composite average of many features.
Moving on from there, the A-B plots have a little bit of a dance.
It's like poetry, so if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one. Hopefully it'll work.
Both have an intriguing setup.
Oh, God, that tickles. What did...
Like he was covering something up. Maybe.
Both have a suspicion phase.
Does she keep her phone locked around you, Michael? Does she watch how much she drinks around you, Michael?
Both have an investigation.
Young man, can you wipe down that seat?
Get out of my way.
Maybe overlooking certain safety regulations.
Oh, and by the way, NBC dropped a dummy website out there for Dwight's investigation agency. It's not publicly available anymore, but it is able to be found on the Wayback Machine. You can read about some of Dwight's past cases, like who stole Mose's jug, the bed and breakfast bashing, and the manure mess.
Mose, what are you doing? No, Mose, put the manure down. Put it down. Do not throw it. Do not. Ow!
All of this is a callback to a great line.
You've solved 0 cases. Okay, 1 case of the beat bandit. Missing beats from all over the farm. No footprints. Inside job. Mose in socks. Boom. Case closed.
And back on track, both the A-plot and the B-plot then have people acting shady. And sorry, just another quick aside, I love the way Donna reacts to the camera when the cameraman comes in with Pam. I think the read here is that every time that they've had these kind of sidebar exchanges, she's assumed there's been privacy.
In my late 20s, I find it really flattering.
Both of the A-plot and the B-plot have an easy conclusion presented, and then they both end with this shocking twist.
It's you. I'm married.
I knew it!
I do love that both of these plots end with Michael and Daryl being incidentally triple agents.
I'm the mistress.
Get this. He was a double agent.
So in an episode that seems to be doing a lot more playing around with clever storytelling, they do have a pretty pessimistic outlook at human nature and our proclivity to keep secrets that range from very minor interpersonal things to some pretty serious crimes.
I'm gonna kill him.
If they catch us, they will rape us.
On one hand, there's always a sense that ignorance is bliss. But on the other hand, there are consequences for exposing major problems.
I'm not paying for that membership.
Mostly though, I think Stupenberg were just having fun with the cover-up premise. With that, let's rate this thing.
This is the worst.
Okay, we have a Jim Dwight prank cold opening.
Yep, that's exactly what we did.
Jim and Pam being cute.
Detonator. Detonator where?
Dwight being extra. This is a good cold opening. It sets the tone and the spy-type drama for the episode. It's not the best thing ever, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5, mostly because the last few have been lame. As for the cover-up episode itself, I had a ton of fun watching this one. The revelation with Michael is so well done. And who directed this? That's right, I didn't talk about it. Rainn Wilson himself did it.
To see you naked. Wow, I'm naked.
And that makes guest directing from Krasinski, Kaling, Carell, and Wilson all in season 6. In fairness, the guest directing doesn't have a lot of room to shine, since, the writing and the camera work and the editing are consistent across the series, but you can see some of the directing revealed in moments like this.
How do you know?
Pam told me.
Did she see me?
Nice effort.
There's a lot of ways to play this, but the angles, the acting, the cut back and forth between the inside and the outside, there's a lot to appreciate there. I do get a kick out of the competing storylines, and this is one I'd definitely be looking forward to an extended cut of. Honestly, I loved this episode on this watch through. I'm giving this episode a 4 out of 5.
Bonerific.
Andy, don't mess with me.
But that's all I have to say about the cover-up. I do want to hear what you guys think about this episode. Leave it in the comments and come back next week when we talk about The Chump. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Let me go back to my desk right now.
Okay, you get out of here, big dog.